What's up, YouTube? How's the chumps here? I got my boy.
Val.
What's up, Val? What did you play today, and how did you guys do?
Played Salamangreat, the 3v3, and we got first place.
Awesome, awesome. Can I see that spicy deck profile?
Yes, sir. All right. So, I started with 3 Buffalo. I played no debug because I personally think debug's not good right now because it plays into Gamma, and this always guarantees you 2 cards, and if somehow you're a god and open up Gazelle and pitch a salad, you're in it.
Did you open that a lot?
Buffalo, for the most part, yes. Played 3XE, standard. So, now for the salads. So this is kind of weird. I kind of went with the old salad mindset. Because I noticed that the more salads you see, the less chance of you bricking. So I did 3 Foxy, and I know floodgates are a thing right now, so Foxy was really helpful. And same concept, more salads, 3 Jaguar. So it will explain why these are also at 3 later in the deck profile, and I'll explain. I'll show you why. Still 1 Falco. This card's pretty good, especially when you set it back, use this effect and set rage again after you activated it. 2 Spinny, still kept this normal, because it's a free summon, as long as you have a salad card. A lot of people keep thinking, oh, you need a salad monster. No, it says Salamangreat card. So, and then the one boy Gazelle. Never saw this card opening hand, ever. Usually it was searched out, or I drew into it off of Buffalo. And then the last turn off the monsters was 3 Ash Blossom. So I only played these hand traps because I wanted consistency over everything else. Because what are you gonna do going first? If you win die roll, what are you gonna do with a bunch of hand traps instead of having board presence and then being able to kill them next turn? Compared to not having anything and then trying to set up the following turn, and then by then it's already too late. So 3 Ash was enough. Going on to my spells. The 1 Brick, saw this a lot. I don't know how. 3 Mining. Card says Gazelle, but I saw this maybe 40% of the tournament, but yeah. Double Will. This card's sacky as hell. I didn't use its second effect. Like, I actually only used it like once, like just to flex on my opponent, but it's just the first effect is all I pretty much used. So a cool interaction I did was freaking activate this, and then it got negated. I'm like, interesting. It says use, not activate. So they negated activation. I'm like, okay. So I ended up getting it back off of, I send Falco off of Gazelle, then set this, and then reactivated it. And then, oh, you can't activate it. And I was like, it only says use. So if you have like a Savage, negate when they use effect. Don't fucking try to just negate off the bat. The God card, this should go to 3 first before Gazelle. This card's a lot better. I only played 2 Desires. I personally don't like this card. Before I would play it as 1 if I could, never 3. Love-hate relationship, but actually throughout the 3v3, this was a love relationship. So this card was fucking amazing. Literally, it gave me the exact 2 cards I needed every fucking time. And so the tech card I talked about earlier for like the more salad monsters. So I kind of put in some going second cards, but no, not evenly. It's just more for like those control decks that are running around. And this card was pretty good. I didn't see it all the time, but when I did, I felt safer, and that's Twin Twisters. So pitching this off of Jaguar and Foxy really helped out a lot, especially with like triggering Gazelle for free and whatever. So like with Foxy, this technically can have 3 cards if they flip up your Floodgate. So yeah, Twin Twisters, probably one of the best cards in the deck. Now traps. I used to play this ratio before, and then stopped playing it because it wasn't necessary, but now apparently it's back in the format again. So 2 of each trap. If you see both of these when making your turn 1 board, you're usually winning the game. So yeah. Triple strike. Remember control. Usually control salad is the way to go. And another reason why you don't need hand traps to stop your like Dragon Link board, whatever you want to say, the combos. You have this card, Torrential. So all you need to do to break the board is you set these 2 batteries. I did it to Adam Emancipator guy in a Top Cut. All he had to do was summon once. He didn't have game on board, but he was going to make for game. So his last summon, activate Torrential. Obviously, when he tries to negate it, change strike, cleans their whole board. So yeah, that's pretty much that.
How many cards do you play in main deck?
Oh, so this one is 41, but I did play 43 for the list. I was using 2 tactics from one of my teammates that I'll shout out at the end of the video. But I would play this at 42 at most, so what I probably would cut out is 1 Torrential and then throw the 2 tactics to make it 42.
Okay.
So I guess we'll start with the extra deck. After that, so 3 Baylinks, you gotta play 3 Sunlight. And before I used to play only 1 of this card, but I'm doing 2 now, and best decision ever made.
How come you don't play 6 of those like that one guy we talked?
Oh my god. I don't know. So I don't know how that dude got away with it, but we don't cheat out here. So that's it for the Salad Link monsters. Tech card for the links. Played Nightmare Phoenix. It's really cool when you summon this card under Sunlight Wolf because you can chain block. And it's cool to draw a free card. Like I remember I added Ash off of Sunlight Wolf. Because it was just like really the only reasonable fire monster to add. And just pitching it for free and then drawing a card so you're not minusing at all. So, and the protection by battle actually came up once. So instead of using my Baylinks to protect it, I just allowed the battle to go through. Update Jammer and Transcode. This is the package. Sometimes you gotta play around, what's it called? What's it called? DD Crowler's Bell. So most of the tournament, I was always calling effect when summoning him because in case they build this effect, at least he can attack twice and you still try to push for game. 2 links. So Access Code Talker stole every single game. And this is like kind of like a filler spot. Wasn't quite too sure what I wanted to play, but I never summoned him and he might come out. Still not sure what to put in yet, but he's a filler spot. And then I only play 2 XYZs. The Standard Dweller. No, I didn't play Baguska. I personally don't think that card's really good right now at all. People are still with the old times, but a new card I had a theory about because I knew Nibiru was going to come back into the format, and I summoned this card several times to protect myself when going for game. And it's another reason why I played like a high count of the level 3 salad monsters. So sometimes if I could make it, which was like 80% of the time, I'd make it, and that is Gossip Shadow. So a cool interaction I had that my opponent was like, holy shit, that's pretty busted, was I had 2 level 3s under here, and I added Gazelle obviously back to my hand when I was making my turn 1 board. So in case they like Nibiru'd me, so before I did my relinking, I made this. And So when I use the effect, obviously we both draw a card. It sends the salad monsters to a graveyard, and Gazelle only cares about salad monsters going to the graveyard. So this actually helped trigger Gazelle in my hand on my opponent's turn instead of using, say if I have access to Rage somehow. But yeah, this card was MVP. Alright, side, I played 3 Bell, Ice Dragon's Prisons. I hate that card. That's why I played the back row. Removal, and it took me a while. I didn't realize it in the beginning, but I didn't know that this stops Ice Dragon's Prison. And I was like, holy shit, that is pretty good. I played 1 Pankratops. Card's excellent in Salad, and it usually outs 2 cards. Harpies, of course you gotta play that. Red Reboot, because only decks that can OTK should play this card. If you don't OTK, I don't know what you're doing. You're just asking to lose even harder next turn. Triple Solemn Judgment for going first. There was a lot of times I was thinking, it's like, maybe my opponent might make me go first when obviously they should have made me go second. So I would side these in, because this card's technically going, it's like straight going good or first or second, but this one's a little more situational when you're going second, but sometimes it just can steal a game, which it did for me. 3 Dark Ruler no more, because this card just outs the Dragon Link board instead of putting more bricks in your deck. So yeah, like Tiding exists right now and Seal. So that's why Buffalo is a better card, because if they just bounce Buffalo, it will still trigger no matter what because it left the field. So they bounce Buffalo back and you can send the same Buffalo to draw 2. And then the last 3 cards on my side, my teammates were telling me, I was asking, well, what can I play for these last slots in the side? And I was thinking Phantasmic because, like Dragon Link, or just pretty much a bunch of Link monsters. And they're like, no, that card's not that good right now. It's alright, but not worthy in this side. So they told me to play Draw and Lock, so I went with Draw and Lock. They trolled me so hard for the rest of the tournament because this card is probably the second best card on my side. And Phantasma would probably have been the worst card on my side if I put that in. So shout out to them for telling me to play this card. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Going forward, cards to put in, like I said, that was Zeraboros, taking him out. Still not sure what to put in yet, but the side, was kind of thinking about playing a new tech card for like specifically those back row matchups, like Eldritch Hatronade, because it just makes them shock on everything. And if they don't have, like, say, like, it just stops prison, they don't have anything like to stop this unless they like are godsend and fucking hard open Imperial Order or main deck it. And then the one Kaiju for the Tri-Brigade matchup, but didn't play against any of those. If I did, usually Torrential Strike would have done the same thing as well. But yeah, so for my record, I only drew 1 game. The rest I won. So what was it? I think it was it 4 rounds, I think? And then there's top 8, top 4, and then, yeah. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. Shout outs to the team right here. You got, Kenny and Richard right there. And then we both each have our own sus tokens. But, couldn't ask for a better team. Both, it was funny when it came to like how we could talk to each other. We never really talked to each other. We were pretty much confident in our own decks, but we were there to help each other if we needed it. So, yeah. I think Salad is in a good spot again since Calamities and Zexwell are gone. But yeah.
Awesome. That was a spicy deck profile. Thanks everybody for watching. Remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I have more deck profiles for you soon.